Good morning and welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show where we break you through all the top trending stories of what's happening in and around Dubai. I'm Shahir.
And I'm Anika.
And our top stories for today, two Dubai residents crossed the Pacific Ocean in a rowing boat.
Dubai-based Manal Rostom has got her own hijarbie.
And a Dubai royal horse made its debut on Mission Impossible.
And residents are clapping back at this unpopular opinion.
And then we're gonna go on a break. But very shortly after, we're gonna have Jan, the professional racing driver, join us on the show. He has a movie that's being based off him.
Because his story is so very interesting.
But before we get into that, a very important question. Do you, Anika, believe in aliens?
Well, do I believe in aliens? I know the US government right now believes in aliens.
Yeah, but this also isn't a political podcast, so we won't get into the nitty-gritties of why we're talking about aliens. But basically, it has been confirmed in some shape or form that we as a human species do have alien bodies amongst us, or among us.
Yep. Which, I mean, I look at my co-workers and I just know. Can't be. Anyway. There can't be anyway.
So, good point. Good point. You see some people and you're like, I don't believe that you're human.
Yeah.
But the point is, have you ever sighted an alien? Question one.
Well, no, I do enjoy, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy like looking up at the sky a lot.
Okay.
But I haven't really spotted like an alien.
Yeah.
But I've seen so many like movies. There are so many like Bollywood movies and Hollywood movies and every kind of movie. Everyone's very curious about this phenomenon.
Yeah.
All I'm hoping is that if there are aliens, let there be aliens. I feel like Marie Antoinette. But okay, let there be aliens, but let them be nice.
I'm sure they are. Yeah. I mean, they would have destroyed the entire human species at this point if they weren't. But I feel like it's super naive to think that we are the only creatures in this entire planet, in this entire galaxy, universe.
Definitely.
There
is more power, there is more supernatural out there.
Yeah. What do you think they look like?
Ooh, interesting. I wonder if they're like E.T.
Yeah.
That's a very cute,
head.
like a little hoodie on.
Yeah.
Little oversized head.
I don't think they have a sense of fashion. I don't think that's how it works.
I don't think aliens in general.
I have a crazy story. It's not my story to tell, but it's my uncle's story, okay?
But here you are telling it anyway.
Yeah, and he's probably going to kill me for it. Because he said he's never said this to anyone, and he's a very logical, rational person. Okay. For him to say he was hesitant about it, but we're watching, he loves documentaries, okay? He loves Discovery Channel, he loves diving into the entire world, okay? So we're watching an alien documentary, and I was like, do you believe in aliens? And he said, well, I've never said this to anyone, but he used to be a pilot. And when he'd fly, this one time he was, like, the plane was up in the air, it was an autopilot, the guy next to him was asleep, and he saw, like, a shining beam just go from one side to the other of the cockpit's window, which gives you like a 180-degree view.
Okay.
And for it to happen like 1 second, like it couldn't have been a plane. It couldn't have been a bird. Why would a bird be shining up in the air?
Wow.
So it could only be an extraterrestrial being.
So maybe there are aliens and they have supersonic speed jets.
I think it's
jetting past.
You're undermining the power of aliens.
They
have more than just jets,
know.
Okay?
But you know what? Whatever technology they have, I'm sure it's great, and I'm sure they will help us with it. I really like aliens. I'm one of the good ones.
If I'm one of the good ones,
take him.
Sure about that one. I volunteer him.
But speaking of great things, that brings us to our first story for today.
Yep. So I did mess up the script. So our first story for today is multiple rowers, 4 to be exact, have rowed throughout the Pacific Ocean, 2 being Dubai residents. Sorry, I messed up the script. So basically, to catch you up, It's not an easy task, but 4 men have accomplished a 39-day row across the Pacific Ocean, joining the ranks of only 82 people who have completed it. They remarkably rowed 2,800 miles through difficult conditions. They had to battle the cold weather and test their physical endurance to reach their goal.
Now, this mission extended beyond personal achievement as they raised funds and awareness for protecting our ocean in partnership with the Blue Marine Foundation. And they also supported the Invictus Games Foundation, which uses the power of sport to inspire recovery and support the rehabilitation of wounded, injured, or sick servicemen and women.
Paris Norris was amongst the rowers and is known for his Guy in Dubai series, a TV show covering the thrills of living out here in Dubai. He shares our friendship serves as an anchor throughout the challenges, and we discover the true essence of teamwork. The 4 friends have become brothers in what would definitely be a make or break situation.
Yeah, I mean,
what are your
you
thoughts?
really need to pick the 4 people you choose to go along the Pacific Ocean.
Really have to get along with them. I mean, it's remarkable for there to be only 82 people that have ever accomplished it.
For sure, it's great. It takes a lot of physical strength, but also a lot of mental strength because you're just in the ocean, like the huge, great ocean, and just rowing along.
What would be your biggest, let's say, like fear of actually doing it?
Well, I'm generally scared of the ocean.
Why?
To connect with our alien topic. I'm scared of the ocean. I'm scared of the sky. I love admiring it, but I'm scared of it. I'm in awe of it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what kind of secrets are there, what kind of...
secrets.
Yeah, what kind of secrets, you know? The ocean's so huge.
Totally get that. I think it's a fear of the unknown, but we know more about space than we do about the ocean. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
And one question Simran always brings up is, are mermaids real? That I
Well,
want to know.
Mermaids were sirens originally.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's like... They're sirens, and they were made like they're basically folklores made up by old pilots and sailors who used to like row across, and then the sirens used to like attract them to their death. There's a good chance they were probably like, you know, figuring out how to just like making up stories for the road, you know, or for the water.
For the row, more like.
For the row.
Ali? Sorry, we have an issue with the gram. If Parth can come check it out, please. Appreciate your gram. Can you... Okay, moving on to our next question. What would you take with you?
What would I take with me?
If there's one thing that you could take with you for a prolonged row, nearly 100 days basically, what would you take with you?
I know this is very impractical, but it would be a graphic novel.
Why? You finished that novel. It is something that lasts you throughout the entire nearly 100 days journey, Anika.
Yeah, but like graphic novels are so beautiful and there's so much to look through and you can just keep looking through them.
Like a coffee table book.
Sure. But like the graphic novel also weaves a story, and like once you're done reading the story, you can look at it again to like look at all the drawings, and you can like really appreciate the art that comes in with the graphic novel. Which is awesome.
think I would take a fidget spinner.
That would really help ADHD.
Yeah.
That would really help ADHD. That helps control it because the rowing boat, the space is really small. You just have to keep going. The fidget spinner.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Sorry, we're just trying to sort out technical difficulties with IG at the back. Moving on to our second story. So, Annika, take this one.
So our second story for today, speaking of great achievements, Dubai-based Manal Rostom has got her own hijarbie. Now the Egyptian adventurer Manal Rostom was made into a hijarbie as a celebration of her outstanding achievements. She is the first Egyptian woman to run 6 world marathon majors, including the Great Wall Marathon.
So Manal has always been a sports addict and inspiring figure. She worked so hard to become the first Egyptian woman to climb Mount Everest and openly shared her journey with everyone. If anyone deserves to get their own hijabie, it's definitely her.
Now, this Dubai-based mountaineer and marathoner has achieved many of her goals over the last few years. Just 4 years ago, Rostom spoke about her dream of summiting the Mount Everest as the first Egyptian woman, and she achieved it. Oh look, we're back on Instagram. Sorry guys, we had a little technical difficulty, but we're back and we are talking about how Egyptian-based explorer Manal Rostom got her own hijarbie.
Okay, and moving on to our next story. So a Dubai Royal horse made its debut on Mission Impossible. In a pulse-pounding twist to the exhilarating world of Mission Impossible, a new star emerges. From the thundering hooves of the untamed wilderness, this talented horse belongs to none other than a Dubai Royal. The Dubai Royal is Her Highness Sheikh Maitha bin Mohammed bin Rashid.
Her Highness shared a post announcing that her horse, Zeus, made his debut on Mission Impossible. Her Highness's horse played a key role alongside Tom Cruise. A series of photos from Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1's shoot at the Liva Desert in Abu Dhabi, think your food right now, took the internet by storm. Zeus and Tom Cruise look like a match made in heaven.
They really do.
They really did.
Two stallions taking the world. Ooh. But that... don't know what I thought that was. That's a good catchphrase for both of them. Zeus is accomplishing more than I have. Zeus made it to a movie.
Well, maybe
I can't even get an audition.
Zeus has different goals. Zeus has a different career path. You have a different career path.
Zeus has a whole new life.
Zeus.
Now.
Yes. Is Zeus probably better than us? Maybe. Did Zeus get to breathe the same air as Tom Cruise?
Did Zeus have to go through an audition process is what I want to know.
Oh, that's a good question.
Right?
But it's a royal horse. He has royal training. I'm sure he knows exactly what was needed. Did you see Mission Impossible? The stunts. I'm pretty sure he knew exactly what Tom Cruise needed to do. So
yeah.
It works.
Yeah. Guys, so we just got word that the UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan mourns the loss of his brother Sheikh Saeed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Abu Dhabi's representative. Sheikh Saeed was suffering from a health problem. Allah yarahmo, ahsan Allah azakum to everyone in the UAE. So this just came in recently. So the presidential court has declared a 3-day period of official mourning beginning today, Thursday, July 27th, and ending on Saturday, July 29th. During this time, flags will be flown at half-mast to honor the passing of Sheikh Saeed.
Sheikh Saeed bin Zayed Al Nahyan was born in 1965 in Alain, and he was appointed as the ruler of the representative of the ruler of Abu Dhabi in June 2010. Prior to this appointment, he served as the Under-Secretary of the Department of Planning in Abu Dhabi and represented Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan.
We are going to go on a short break, and then shortly after we're going to have John join us on the show. He's a professional race car driver, so stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We are joined by a man who made history as a professional racing driver and the youngest winner of the GT Academy competition, who's currently competing at the Japanese Super GT and even has a movie coming out that draws inspiration from his real life, Gran Turismo, coming out August 10th. Welcome to the show, Jan.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
All good. Thank you for joining us, first off. So can you start off by telling us about your story? And it's insane, right?
Gamer to race car driver, how did that happen?
I've always loved racing games, loved cars as a child, and I was very sure I knew what I liked as a young age. I was like, the cars are my first interest in anything. I had a father who was very, very good at telling me, my younger brother, do something in life which brings you purpose and makes you feel passionate about what you're doing. He played football professionally for years, so kicked the ball around. People paid him money to do that, and he loved it. Mm-hmm. So for me, cars were my thing. Once I figured out you could do this as a job, it was like, that's all I ever want to do. Of course, doing that, believing that and doing that is completely, there's a lot of steps you've got to do to kind of make that happen. Mm-hmm. Motorsport is very expensive. and I was in the right. I believe in fate, but I was in the right place at the right time in my life, where I came across this competition called GT Academy, where the brief is find somebody who is successful and fast at Gran Turismo, and let's just see if they can be quick in a real life racing car. So a proper competition. You know, I was there on merit. I qualified for it, and then I won the competition outright, and then been racing ever since for a while, for a long time with Nissan, all over the world. But it started at home playing Gran Turismo 1, and I've had all of them, all the PlayStations, and now there's a movie about that story because they were like, wow, that's very strange. It's very unusual. I've had some success in real life as well on the track. So they were like, let's make a movie about you. I'm still currently racing. So to have this go on while I'm still in the middle point of my career, it's wild. It's a blessing.
But it leaves room for a second movie, basically.
I've just got to pull my finger out and achieve something more for it to happen.
Do you want to go to space, maybe?
I joked around with my team about this. I said, wow, you know, it's not really often somebody has a film be made about them. But if there's a sequel, I need to probably go to space. So contact Elon and say, look, mate, I'll go to Mars. We can make a movie about it afterwards. And yeah.
And we know aliens exist.
I believe so.
There we go.
I like this chat. I like, I believe we're not the only ones alone in the universe.
That's awesome. So what exactly started you into gaming?
Story is when I was about 8 or 9 years old. Have you ever heard of Bonfire Night?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we have it every year in the UK. I'm from England.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I didn't like loud noises. My parents took me over their friend's house who had a PlayStation 1 and the original Gran Turismo. Instead of socializing, going outside and watching the pretty things in the sky explode, I went inside and played GT1. So following days after school, I kept going over the house, and they got fed up with me turning up this kid keeps turning up at our house. They eventually gave my parents the PlayStation 1, and that's how it started. That's how it started.
A PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1 and the original Gran Turismo.
Whoa.
So that was my first experience into gaming. So I'd watched it on TV, racing cars, because I could see, okay, that's a race car, but it looks like the road car, and that was my thing. Now I've got this game where you have an abundance of all these cars I've never seen before, and I'm starting to see, okay, that car's on the game, and that car's also in real life, and then what other cars can I see on this game? But that's where it started. But it started from, I didn't like loud noises with Bonfire Night.
So you still don't go to Bonfire Night?
No, I do. I know I do. But I hear in Dubai, like on the Palm, you have a crazy bonfire display every year.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, this is from someone who lives here. And I was like, okay, I need to actually see this Bonfire Night.
Okay, so in the film trailer, there's this part of the movie where you go, sorry, not you, but like the person depicting you, goes all, no, your coach goes all like, oh, you have the instinct, you know? So, but how hard really is it to transfer from like gaming, your skills from gaming into like the race car?
It depends. For me, I felt it was normal. However, it's very dependent on the person because there's so many factors it's a sport for one. There's so many things you have to have aligned in order for you to be good at this thing. At home, your environment is controlled. Right. There's no, if you make a mistake or go to crash into the wall, you press start, reset. There's no natural internal fear, self-preservation in your head going, maybe I should brake now because there's a chance I could die. Yeah. It's a real thing in real life. If you want to talk in terms of the skills you can learn on how to drive a car, how to race a car on a Gran Turismo at the limits, what you do with your hands and your feet, that is very transferable because that's all I had. I never driven a car on track before. However, I was very clear of what I wanted to do in life. So whatever I needed to do in order for me to be the best racing driver I can be, I will do. So whether that be self-development, look at myself in the mirror, train really hard, take criticism, listen to mentors, all these steps you got to have. The self-preservation. I was 19 years old, so no fear. Well, low fear. There's fear, but there's a low amount of fear. You got to have all these ingredients in order to, I guess, be successful and quick in the real car as well.
Right.
And everything aligned for me. And I happen to be good at GT as well. But there's a whole ingredients, and then that's just with the driving. Then you have this, the PR. You have how are you with people? You've got you'd be great. But you have a whole team. And there's usually a race team in Japan. You have the team's like 30, 40 people. But if you're not social, if you're not someone who can communicate to your team, then you're not going to get the best out of the car, and the car's that's gonna represent bad on you,
right?
Which then affects your career. So there's so much. It's the one sport where the variables are huge.
Yeah. And how do you roll with the punches? Because obviously you're racing for the first time, then that's one experience. But then by the time you race professionally, there are all these variables that you're talking about. How did you just adjust? And are you a person that deals super well under pressure? Or is it that you're playing it by ear and you just have to figure it out?
Playing it by ear. Because I had a conversation with myself immediately after winning the competition where I said, okay, whatever I need to do in order to be the best, I will do. I won't see it as, even if it's difficult, it's because it is difficult. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. The fact that it's difficult, and when things go right and you win, it makes the pleasure so much higher, because you have an understanding of all the things that could go wrong and they've gone right. It's almost like a miracle if you break it all down. But I was fine with the difficult things, because it's the only thing I've ever wanted to do in my life. It's the only thing I'm great at. I'm good at some stuff. I like photography. I can talk to camera.
I saw your gram.
But you guys are great at this. I'm not great at this. I'm good. I'm good. But racing, that's what I'm great at. And so I'm happy for whatever it's needed from me. Okay, let's do this to improve and to be the best.
Okay, so I was watching a trailer, but more interesting were the comments below the trailer. And there's some very sweet comments here from an entire community where so one person goes, I haven't seen a film that actually portrays racing as something like a sport in so long. Way to go. So what's
perfect. I'm glad you're picking out the positive comments. I don't read comments. I have my own mental framework that I work in, and but yeah, that's fantastic. It's I'm a racing movie fan.
Yes.
And racing movies are, I guess, difficult to do correctly, because car people know when things aren't quite right.
Right.
With whether it be sped up, or whether it be that's CGI, or those aren't the right cars. Like the director, Neil Blomkamp, he is a car guy. Yeah. He has GTRs, so it's great. He just wants to make a great movie, but also a great car movie. And then for me, so on the movie, I played myself as a stuntman. So I want the film to look visually great in terms of racing, realistic. It needs to show aggression, visceral sensations. It's aggressive. It's action-packed. Racing is intense. It's not just sitting down, it's driving, but it's really hardcore. And it comes across so good. I'm very happy that people
there are so many positive comments. Everybody has so much good faith about the film. So everybody really appreciates that it's about a gamer who's gone on to become a racer, that transition, and you have so much support from the gaming community in general. And
I think another side of it is that the way you're being portrayed and the whole industry in general is being portrayed is to a level of accuracy that has been unmatched so far.
Yes, fortunately we've had over the last few years, Formula One Drive to Survive. I'm sure you know of this. So the average person knows of Formula One now.
Yes.
Thanks to that program. It's a perfect timing during COVID where everybody's in their house. So okay, let's watch Formula One. Right. So the understanding of motorsport is generally higher However, there's so many other levels of motorsport that are out there,
Yes.
and the movie shows there is the main car on the display is a LMP2 car. It's a Le Mans Prototype 2.
Okay.
Then there's a Lamborghini Gallardo Huracan actually on there. It's a GT3 car. So I hope that people start to take an interest in other forms of motorsport, which is equally as intense and exciting, and another world, another level of it. So we'll see.
So you're competing now, right?
Yep, my last race was in Japan. It was a 24-hour race at Fuji Speedway.
Yeah.
So you have like Mount Fuji in the background. It's still
wow.
active. It's beautiful. Like you do a lap, and you can see the volcano. So
Yeah.
gotta
Do
turn
you
right
ever
to
get
see it.
distracted
Yeah.
like that?
It's gorgeous. I don't really, but it's on an out. We call it an out lap, so a lap that doesn't really mean anything. You can have a look around, and that's pretty stunning. That.
Wow.
So yeah, that's the only race I've done this year. Next year we're putting to. There's a plan. I want to do Le Mans again in a class of car called Hypercar, or LMP1, which is the top class. And yeah, the movie's come at a real blessing point in my career because it's brought my name back into the light, into public consciousness, because it's a sport and you need to be always visible in order to get the best deals. It's just a fact of life. So we'll see. We're putting stuff together, and I'll be at the sharp end soon.
You got this. No worries. Like, you're gonna ace it.
We'll see. There's lots of work to be done, and
what is the work? Like,
it's talking to people.
Yeah.
It's talking to people. It's talking to potential sponsors, talking to people who have their own businesses who want to support you. Motorsport is very expensive, and I was racing for Nissan for many years, for 11 years, sported directly, and that doesn't last forever. Nothing in life lasts forever. And there's other races in other championships across the world that I want to do. I've done 5 years in Japan, racing in Super GT at the highest level. Love that. Favorite place to live out there. I enjoyed it a lot. But I'd like to do more stuff in Europe. I'd like to do stuff in America. Racing is really getting popular in America right now. So yeah, but it's being in the right environment, talking to the right people, being visible, to put a package together so you can be attractive to a race team. Because motorsports, it's if you're lucky and successful, if you're lucky, you make your own luck. But there's some element of luck where, okay, we would like Jan, okay, let's bring Jan to the race team. But it's rare, so you have to have a package. Okay, what are you bringing in terms of numbers, exposure, money?
Well, you're bringing a movie, so
Exactly,
that's your whole package.
But it's not. It's only for a set period of time. You got to be able to. The movie date is August 10th. That premiere, everybody's going to. That's set in stone. It's what happens afterwards.
Right.
It's before and after. So now it's planting seeds, so they can blossom in the future. So it can sustain you for as long as possible. Because driving, there's more to it. It's not just being quick. You have to have everything, the full package.
I can't even pass my driving test.
Oh, really? Oh, what a pity.
So this feels very surreal to me.
Do you have any tips for people that constantly fail the driving test?
I failed my driving test the first time.
Really?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I have hope.
No, it's I joke about it because Archie Madakwe, the actor playing me, I think it was maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks before shooting, he passed his driving test, and he had to because of insurance reasons. Even though he did do some driving scenes actually. That's he did do, but in order for the insurance, he had to have a valid driver's license.
Right.
But he'd never done anything before, so he was on an intense course. So he passed first time. I didn't because I was. When you care about something so much, I was the guy growing up with my friends. It's like, yeah, I'm going to pass my driving test first time, no problem. No problem, easy. When I was 14, 15 years old, no problem. Do my test, I'm like, this means so much to me right now. And I completely had a brain malfunction where what I was doing on this test was not what I was doing with my instructor. And the guy was like, okay, fail, because you are certainly not at a level of being allowed on the road. Second time round was no problem, but for me, it's fine to say 'cause it's funny. it's yeah, racing driver failed his test first time because he was hesitant.
Yeah. But sorry. No, but at least you're funny about it, and that's all that matters.
Ah, it's okay. I can take the punches. It's no
Have
problem.
you ever been involved in Dubai's car life? Because there's so many auto heads here.
Yeah, so I've been only to UAE and Dubai maybe 4 or 5 times, but it's always been for racing or the movie or this.
Right.
But I'm very aware of that. You guys have some kind of cool cars here. I'm
Oh, yeah. We're
huge
like
Petrolhead.
the
Like yesterday, I saw a Bugatti Veyron for the first time,
Really?
Wow.
but moving.
Yeah.
I've never seen one moving before. I've seen one in static.
Yeah.
You get to touch it. Oh, it's amazing. But to see one kind of drive into the palm, I'm like,
Wow.
fair play. That's pretty surreal right there. I'm kind of getting my phone out. I was like, oh, stop it, wait. I'm not a car spotter.
So we have a massive cruising culture here. In the GCC as a whole, Arabs love to just drive. No destination, just drive.
See, I heard this
Yeah.
from my friend who lives in UAE for a long time, and we were in the desert yesterday doing a photo shoot, and he said, yeah, people just get in their car and just drive, because people were driving these supercars where we were filming,
Right.
and they were just driving around.
Yeah.
They had a drone. They were just.
It's one of our favorite pastimes.
It really
Like,
is.
let's go out for a cruise, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me wear my boat dress, and then suddenly it's just a car. Like cruising
Do
in
you
a
do
car.
that?
I don't know that.
Just drive for
No.
no reason.
In the UK, because it's usually traffic and busy, and the roads aren't very smooth.
Right.
Yeah.
We have where I live, we have a nice mountain roads in Wales called Brecon Beacons. So I have in the past just gone there, but it's a 50-minute drive to get there, and then you end up driving quickly, and then you maybe end up. I have damaged my car going there because I'm a fool sometimes. But going for I have in Tokyo
Tokyo.
because this has a similar vibe at night. Where you kind of drive and it feels like you're in a sci-fi movie because the lights and stuff, and you have some. If you're on a platform where it's above the ground, in Tokyo and here I can see that. In the UK, no.
But you definitely should go on a cruise in Dubai.
Okay. Really should.
Dubai cruise night.
That's the next time I'm back here. It's I'll have a nice fancy car and I'll do a cruise.
Sweet. So before we leave you, I want to run through a few games. PlayStation games, and know your opinions on them. Okay.
Let's go.
Number 1, Need for Speed.
Love the music. Love the customization. Very fond memories of Need for Speed Underground 2. I've got songs in my head going through. Awesome. I love that. Really good time. 13 years old. Come up from school. Play that a lot.
FIFA Street.
Good music.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Very good music on there. It got boring quickly though.
It did, didn't it?
It kind of really. They had FIFA Street 2, right? And then
I don't remember.
Yeah, and then it just kind of went away.
Okay, The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Just fun.
Yeah.
But I never played it. I never had it myself. I had friends who played it, and we'd go over their house to play. But yeah, I remember being good fun.
Ratchet and Clank.
Never played it.
Really?
No.
Wasn't that good anyway?
I see. No, I never played that.
Okay, gamer boy.
What were your games growing up?
I went outside. So.
Can't relate. Orion, thank you so much for joining us. It's been such a pleasure, and congrats on the movie. What are you most excited about the movie coming out?
I hope people take when they watch it. It's not just a racing movie. It's a lot of like heart, lots of emotions with family dynamics and tragedy as well, and what you can do if you can come out of the darkness as well and achieve something. But also the message. What I'd want to take from people watching the movie is, look, you can take control of your life, your direction, and do something in life that brings you purpose and passion. You don't have to follow a system set for you. You have one life. You might as well spend it doing something which satisfies you as a human. For me, that's racing cars, and for somebody else watching, maybe it'll be sculpting or photography. I just hope they kind of direction, take control of the direction.
Well said.
That is excellent.
Jan, thank you so much. Gran Turismo is coming out August 10th in the UAE. That is it from us. We'll be back with you same time, same place tomorrow. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye.